Hi Aquarius, my name is Sansi and this will be a 4-card read for the month of August. Okay, and I do this totally intuitive with you know, the old deck that I usually use, and then I pulled a Healing Angel card and a Crystal Angel card for you. So that's how I do it. We'll get started. So I pulled the 9 of Cups, and you know, I also write everything down prior to the video. I get all my messages, I write as fast as I can. You know, the messages that are coming in and I'm writing as fast as I can. So but here I wrote that you're doing very well. You're waiting on that 10th cup to arrive. Your arms are crossed. So I had a little feeling of you feel like you're right in a situation, or you have a little bit of a righteous attitude right now. But it seems like your emotions are balanced pretty well, so that's good. And, you know, like you've got a good balance of color. Yellow, I always think of happy. Blue, I always think of emotion. And white, purity. And red, a little anger. But I feel like you're doing a good job of keeping the balance. This is the bottom of the card, or bottom of the deck. I don't know why I always say that. Bottom of the deck card. Then I got Judgment, which is like in such contrast. I was kind of shocked that I pulled this one, because it's such a contrast from the other one. But anyway, we're going to go with it because that's what I pulled. I feel like you're being called to do something or to make a change. But this change will be divinely guided. So in this card where your arms are crossed, you might be judging someone or a situation. I would also watch your health. Like, are you eating right? Are you sleeping enough? Keep these things in mind. You know, like maybe try to eat less fast food and cook a home-cooked meal at home or something. We all need to eat a good meal once in a while, right? And I would just say keep the balance wherever possible. So this definitely looks more emotional than this one. This one looks more balanced, but this one looks like changes on its way. And you're being called, you're divinely being called to do something, say something, and it could have to do with a family. And there's more people back here in another boat, and these people, but they're coming out of the coffin, right? So they're coming out of their slumber. Maybe their normal way of doing things. And I feel like they're ready for change. They're ready for change, but just be mindful of your health while you're going through these changes. It could have to do with, you know, like conversations or a new job or, you know, starting something new in your life. But it's divinely guided, so I would go down that path. So whatever you're thinking of doing, saying, or whatever, I would do that. And then just try to keep the balance so there's no upset feelings or anything. I think that's all I got. Let's look again real quick. Just that it may be, I mean, he is coming out of the clouds. But clouds, I always think of not clear thinking, you know, not being clear on a subject or something, or not sure which way to move forward. So yeah, just watch your health, and whatever you're thinking about doing, I would do it. I would just try to keep the balance. Try not to get over emotional is what I'm trying to say. Okay. I'm just reading my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I think that's it for those. And then for your healing angel card, I pulled divine timing. So yeah, something is in divine order here. And it's for your soul's growth. So you need to pay attention, watch for signs and that sort of thing of when to act or when to say something. Go by your gut, because your gut will always lead you in the right direction and will help with the right timing. So I'm going to read this card to you. Pay attention to doors that are opening and shutting for you right now. Walk through doors that open and learn from the doors that shut. I wonder, did you get this card the last time I pulled this card? Sure seems familiar for Aquarius. You can let me know in the comments. Your prayers are being answered. There is no doubt about that. However, everything operates according to the universal laws of divine timing. This means that certain pieces of the puzzle must first fall into place so that other parts can come to fruition. If you try to skip or rush certain pieces or parts, the whole plan will lack a solid foundation. Don't try to force open doors that appear closed to you. Instead, ask your angels for guidance to see if the door closed because of negative expectations, or if it's simply a sign of divine timing. Look for other doors that do open and walk through them with faith and gratitude. So you see, he's pointing his arrow, so keep your eye on the prize. Divine timing is required, right? If you shoot an arrow, and clear thinking and clear seeing. So I wrote, divine timing is required in a situation, so aim straight. Keep your eyes on the prize. That's what I wrote. So that's good. I think you're doing well. No worries, just some changes on the way, but that's what life is about, is change, right? Even though we don't want to sometimes. Okay, so for your crystal angel, I got Aqua Aura, and I wrote, which is all about communication. Stay calm, don't get overwhelmed. Speak from the heart without blaming is what I wrote. That's what I felt before I looked up the meanings. And what it says on the front of the card is healthy communication in relationships. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. So yeah, just try to be clear in your communication with another. This card brings hope for you in your relationships, especially if you've struggled to be understood by others. A gentler and clearer form of communication is on the horizon, initiated by you in answer to your own prayers. New strength gives you the courage to talk about your honest feelings in a loving way that keeps communication open. You aren't trying to change or convince others. You're being your true self. This card can be a sign of improvement in existing relationships or of new healthy friends or a romantic partner on their way. When you speak from the heart in your relationships, others have opportunity to know and appreciate the real you, which relieves loneliness because you know that you, not a false version of you, are loved. About Aqua Aura, this gorgeous translucent turquoise crystal attains its lovingly coloring when clear quartz is treated with the vapors of gold. Aqua Aura make a wonderful pendant worn over the throat to enhance speaking or singing skills. I need this for speaking. I have a mild form of Tourette's. Sometimes it's worse than others. So if you've noticed that I like stammer a little bit, that's my Tourette's. And I can't help it. I'm sorry. I try to suppress it, but then it'll come out more later on. So Tourette's is a very strange kind of thing to deal with. But anyway, I should try to get one of these. I don't have Aqua Aura. But also, you don't really need the stone. You could just Google the stone, like a real picture, and meditate on that, and just meditate with the color in your mind, which will help keep out any intrusive thoughts coming in while you're meditating. You could also just meditate on this card, or like screenshot it or something, and that would be very helpful. And these cards are just beautiful. I just love these cards. And they have such great messages. I'm really enjoying these lately. I've pulled these before. I've had them for a few years now. But I usually try not to learn the meanings of the cards because it usually messes me up. But with these, I'm finding it's pretty good and they have good messages. But with my Rider-Waite deck, you know, the old cards, I don't learn the meanings because it messes up my intuition. So I do better with those cards just on my own. All right. Well, guys, I hope you have a great month of August. And just keep in mind clear thinking and clear speaking. So just speak clearly from the heart. Try not to get overwhelmed or over excited. Just try to stay calm while you're communicating, and I think that will help a lot. And it looks like you might have a new relationship, a new love relationship on the way too. So that's exciting. And let me know in the comments what's going on. I would love to know. All right. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay. Bye-bye.